Jeff, can I use your microphone? Hey, keep it going for Jeff, everybody. Yeah. And keep it going for the Fringe Festival, come on. What the hell, keep it going for that guy right there. Keep it going for that. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I see some of you writing already, which is terrifying. I swear, doing the Fringe preview is more nerve-wracking than doing the actual show. And I know that I've done, this is going to be my 7th Fringe production and 5th solo show, and I've been working on this material. Thank you, one person. I've been working on this material for about 2 years, and I'm very excited to bring the final product to the Fringe because that's my favorite place to perform comedy. And I told my 6-year-old nephew that I'm doing a comedy show, and he didn't know that like you could go on stage and tell jokes and make money, maybe, and that blew his mind. So he has started to write jokes himself, and he tries to sell them for a nickel. And he told me a joke that actually made me laugh the other day, and so I bought it. I'm gonna get my money's worth. So this is my 6-year-old nephew David's actual joke. If you were afraid of your own voice, you'd be like, whoa, that's pretty funny, buddy. So the guy who's afraid of his own voice just ironically keeps getting louder and louder. That's pretty deep. And he looked at me and he went, poop, poop, penis, and ran off. I was like, whoa. So true. That is so true. I'm very impressed with kids that age because they seem to have the secret of happiness. They're so in the moment, they can use their imagination to turn like boring things into exciting things. Like I was watching my nephew, he was jumping around on the furniture, not touching the floor. I was like, what are you doing, buddy? He's like, oh, you don't know? The floor is lava. Your feet are on fire. I was like, what? And I jumped back on the couch and we played the game, The Floor is Lava, and I remember playing that as a kid. And it's still fun. Why do we stop playing that game? We should still play that game once in a while as adults, just casually. You know, dinner guys come over. Oh, by the way, the floor is lava. Put some throw pillows down or boulders. There's some wine over here if you can make it. It would be great if we did that kind of stuff more often as adults. I think that would be good for our souls, just to act like a kid once in a while. Like, if there was one day a month where it was socially acceptable to just like climb inside one of those circular clothing trees at a department store, and just camp there and startle people. I want to do that again so bad. But we don't do that. We're afraid other adults will look at us judgmentally and be like, oh, look at him, living life to the fullest. Not even drunk. What the heck? So, none of that is actually going to be in my show. This is specifically for you guys. You can consider that like my first 2 minutes of the show, and it'll pick up from there. July 31st at the New Century Theater. Thank you for hearing me out. Have a good night.